question was, what are your favorite libraries for Flutter to speed up the development or make apps more solid?
I would say it's a pedantic package where you use it to enable static code analysis. And pedantic consists of lint rules internally used by Google Teams, and you can add it into your depth dependencies, and that would.
The next one, I think that's a package fairly known to a lot of people. One of the things I love about Flutter is that you don't have to have a million dependencies. So this is kind of a controversial question for me. I just want to throw a package that we've used in several projects, and that would be Redux. I'm not saying that I'm a big Redux fan, but you have to have your state somewhere. So Redux is one of the less painful ways to manage state.
The charts Flutter, well, I think it's a Google project, but not part of not a first-party library. It's very, very polished, very production-ready. We've used it in a production project for iPad and iPhone and Android, and very handy for creating charts, interactive charts. And also, there's another package called FL Chart that's a bit more cartoony, a bit more like flashy and round and pretty, but I haven't looked into the functionality yet with that. And I'd like to see if any of the audience has any favorite packages they might share on the chat, because like Lauri said, Flutter doesn't really have a huge ecosystem of libraries yet, because a lot of the stuff is built in. So interesting to hear.
And I added the shared preferences library. I think it's a very essential library for any Flutter application. It helps to store information on the device itself. So whether if you're doing like auth stuff for the application or anything related to that, I think it's very essential for an app, and you can use it in various applications.
Okay. Well, now we received a comment from Topi. I've used block/Qubit for state management. What are your thoughts about those?
I think one thing that I've noticed is that since like it just touches other questions as well, but like since the Flutter community, the support is not like very extensive. So when I was like trying to experiment with block, it became like a little complicated. So I just instead used like Redux. That is like one of my experiences.
Kevin is saying that block is really good for decoupling business logic from UI. I recommend it.
Good to hear. You have positive experiences.